Hello guys. Something a little different today. As the channel name suggests, this is not going to be a channel only for watches, it's going to be a channel for gear as well. So far my attempts to review gear have been pathetic, let's say, because the only things I have reviewed so far aside from watches have been my video equipment, and I only got like a dozen views for these videos, so obviously I'm not as proficient in video equipment as other people on YouTube are, or it's just my public, it's not interested in this kind of equipment. So I was thinking that, of course, my main reviews aside of watches are going to be about knives and multi-tools, and today I'm going to review one multi-tool, which is the Gerber Armbar. So I don't always carry multi-tools on me, but when I do carry them, I prefer for them to be quite compact and pocket friendly. Like this Victorinox. I don't remember the exact name of this one, I'll put it in the bottom of the video, but this has been with me for at least a dozen of years now. Or like this Leatherman, which as you can see is a little bit on the bigger side. Actually the one pocket tool or knife or whatever you want to call it, I almost always carry with me is the Victorinox Classic, which is like 2 or 3 times smaller than this. But anyway, let me go over to the review of this Gerber Armbar. So it is a multi-tool, and of course, as any other multi-tool, it has a knife. I would say this is a decent size for a knife, especially one in a multi-tool. Because, for example, if we take the Leatherman Juice C2, and I've also wondered about this, why have they put the knife? Why have they made the knife not long enough to occupy the entire space of this handle? Instead, it has like what is it? Centimeter or maybe centimeter and a half more. Anyway, as you can see, compared to my Leatherman Juicy 2, the knife is of a very decent size. Sorry guys, let's compare it with my favorite Victorinox. It's even bigger than the Victorinox. So as far as the knife goes, I would say this is probably a winner. If we are to make a comparison between the other two, of course. The blade locks in position, and it locks pretty securely and tightly, as you can see. The action is not that smooth, it's a little gritty, but that might be due to the fact that I just got this tool like a week ago and haven't used it this much. Okay, so other tools, there aren't many other tools actually on this multi-tool, but it has a shear or a punch, or I don't know how this is called, but it is some kind of a very pointy and sharp blade which you can use to punch holes into different things like leather, wood, etc, etc, people, of course. Again, action is pretty gritty, but when you open it to the end, you have the feeling that it really does have a very secure lock here. third tool on this one is scissors. This is probably the biggest scissors I've seen on a multi-tool, and it's really pretty big, guys. I guess you can even try doing some heavy-duty work with this, like cutting cardboard or cutting clamshell packaging, which is pretty heavy-duty if you ask me. I've seen other guys complaining from these scissors on the internet, that they don't open quite as much, and one particular guy I saw on YouTube had his scissors open like only that much. I guess he's had some defected multi-tool from Gerber, or I don't know what else the reason might be, but for me this has been working perfectly. It opens just enough, as you can see, to cut things. The scissors on a multi-tool I also use a lot, but actually the little small scissors on like the one on the Victorinox is more than enough for me. But anyway, it's good having a bigger one, which will be able to do some heavier work, I guess. Tool number 4 is a screwdriver, which has 2 bits inside. It has a normal flat screwdriver, and there is also the Phillips screwdriver. And as you can probably see, I don't know if you're able to see it or not, but I have already been using the Phillips one. I would say it is pretty well built. The edges on the Phillips screwdriver don't come off when you over tighten stuff, so I'm quite happy with it. The one thing I wasn't happy about was that, by the way, there is a magnet on the bottom here which secures the bits, and this also can work with any other standard bits, hex, Torx, etc, etc. So the one thing I didn't like about this screwdriver here was that there was some space and the bit was blank and it was rattling around when you close the tool, etc. Of course the magnet was holding it, but there was some play. So what I did, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but what I did is I applied some electrical tape around the bit, and ever since then it is holding securely, it is not rattling. So yeah, a little hack for you guys, if in case you own the same tool and you're frustrated by this as I was. And the final tool would be this thing here, which actually extends and it becomes a bottle opener, as you can see, or it might be used as a pry bar. Although I tried using it, and this jaw here is just a little bit too short, but I guess from some simple tasks like opening cans of paint, it is the perfect tool. This side is made of aluminum. As for the rest of the tool, it is actually made of steel. I would say the steel looks pretty nice, at least. The steel used for the blade is nowhere mentioned, but from what I gathered from the internet and other users, this is 8 CRMOV steel, which is a decent steel, I would say, for a tool costing, I think the price was $35 in the States, and of course 35 euros for us European rich guys. The blade has a stone-washed finish. It comes pretty sharp, I would say. It's not able to shave, but it's more than enough for most day-to-day tasks which you're going to perform with this blade. Also, there isn't a thumb nick or anything else to assist you in opening the blade. Instead, there is this cutout, which is fairly comfortable. You can even do one-hand opening like this. Overall, the build quality and the overall quality of this tool is pretty good for a $35 tool, I would say. Other tools in that category, as you can see, I have already gathered, at least the one which I possess. Of course, the blades and all the tools doesn't lock like they do on the Victorinox. I just love the sound of the Victorinox tools and blades coming back in the handle. This is not the case with this Gerber, but it's still a secure fit. As for the Leatherman, if I'm to compare it with this one, I would say that the build quality and the overall quality of this tool is, of course, better than the Gerber. Again, the Leatherman tool is built around pliers, so there isn't actually much more to compare it with this, but just a brief comparison tells you that the Leatherman is better built than this Gerber. But this doesn't make the Gerber a lesser tool, actually, just because it is more pocket friendly in my opinion, and I don't have great usage of pliers. Actually, I use it I would say only when I need to pull a pin out of one of my watches, for example, like the pins Seiko uses with their pins and cover system. So I would say this is a very nice buy for $35, guys. And yeah, this is it. And I'm filming this on Christmas, December 25th, so I wanted to wish you all you guys happy Merry Christmas and successful 2021. Bye for now.